welcome. This is Sahara playing Mass Effect Andromeda, and we just activated our first remnant vault. Yay, we got rid of all the radioactive activity here on Eos. But I think we need to I need to read some codexes. Yeah. Better beginning. Establish an outpost at an appropriate site. Give radiation time to clear. Okay. Yeah, we have, alright. So we have a lot of codexes here. The journey so far. Finding a home. A crew like no other. These are just basically little information about talking to them. You and Kilo sometimes chat in your free time. Kilo will take any excuse to talk about the Tempest. It seems like Kilo and Gil don't get along. Kilo doesn't seem inclined to discuss it. PB is the new one that we just found. PB mostly keeps out of the way. She's guarded about herself and you're respecting her space. Okay, and then Ryder. Do I have an update on Ryder? The Pathfinder is more than a title, like everyone else in the initiative. Oh, wait a minute, I think this expands. Yeah, ongoing psychological profile. I'll be required to update them and send a more in-depth report later. Maintains poise and discipline. The ties that bind. You started the search for answers to the mystery about why your father made you Pathfinder. Arc species. Assyrians. Sarian history. They do not look like the Assyrian. They're just a little bit different. I don't think we have to go through all this. As if you've played Mass Effect, you know all about the Assyrians, the Krogans, all that stuff. Krogan history. I don't think we need to do all those. I just want to do stuff that's pertinent to Solarians, pertinent to this game. It always takes a while for it to show that it's been done. Turians. These are all the species that we have so far. Andromeda species. Okay, so this is Kit. So we have a Kit Fiend. Fiends are monstrous beasts. Boy, doesn't that look really... Ooh! With a heavily armored caprice. Unlike the stealthier rat race, Fiends are besieging units that attack head-on, scattering enemy forces and destroying entrenched enemy positions. They attack non-Kit without appearing to need orders. Some scientists believe Fiends respond aggressively to an absence of Kit pheromones or similar cues. Well, that's interesting. That could very well be, too. It makes sense. A Fiend's caprice is permeated by dense cartilage that makes it both strong and flexible and acts as a shock absorber for incoming fire. Preliminary study of their nervous system suggests that nerve transmission is dampened above a certain pain threshold, allowing a Fiend to detect injury but not be slowed by it. Reports of Fiend encounters are often accompanied by casualty lists, and the militia advises that only a well-armed and organized team should handle a Fiend at full rampage. Kind of like a Krogan, right? Kit. Yeah, and they look somewhat like Protheans because of the brow ridge. According to Nexus officials, the aliens encountered on Habitat 7 are known as the Kit, a species that has proven hostile in every reported encounter. Little is known about them or their motives. The Kit possesses technology and weapons at least on par with the Initiatives and have been responsible for the death or capture of many Initiative personnel. Yeah, they're dissecting us. The only commonality is that the Kit have a clear interest in the strange structures and technology seen on Habitat 7, and as we now know, on several worlds in the Helios cluster. Scouts and prospecting teams trying to investigate this technology are invariably attacked by the Kit, who take any scans, or research materials by force. Why the Kit have such an interest in this technology is unknown, but the Nexus has issued warning bulletins to all off-station teams to avoid these sites for their own safety. That's why I'm here. Kit anointed. Okay. The Kit soldiers known as anointed appear to be one of similar cast to the chosen infantry equipped with light armor. How do we know what their titles are, right? Did we name them or did they name themselves? We can't understand their language. So how do we know what they call themselves? How do we even know they're called Kit? Anointed, however, wield heavy plasma cannons, making them a rallying point for other Kit forces, and shield themselves with kinetic barriers against splashback. A barrage from an Anointed's plasma cannon can shred through enemy barriers and severely damage ground vehicles. Communication intercepts suggest that Anointed assist in coordinating chosen squads and act in an NCO role. It is unclear if the term anointed refers to a soldier rank amongst the chosen, or if anointed are part of a separate division within the Kit infantry. Since we don't understand their language, how do we know? Communication intercepts suggest how? How do we know that? We can't understand them. Kit chosen. Okay. Chosen are the frontline soldiers of the Kit, encountered on multiple worlds as support for other Kit combatants. They are equipped with assault rifles that fire plasma-surrounded projectiles and light armor that allows them to move and deploy rapidly. Though their biology is still under investigation, they are capable of surviving in hazardous environments without protective gear. While quick to deter to more senior individuals, and how will we know who is senior? Chosen appear to be disciplined and loyal soldiers, undeterred even by bionic attacks or heavy ordnance. They present a continuing risk to unarmed outposts. The name Chosen was intercepted and tentatively translated from Kit communications. If accurate, its significance is unclear since these are clearly the Kit's baseline infantry. Kit Wraith. Oh, those are the lovely things. Yeah, look at all those teeth. They got arms. Okay, yeah. Nicknamed by Initiative Scouts unlucky enough to encounter them, Wraiths are war beasts capable of adjusting their caprice pigmentation to blend into their surroundings. This ability lets them stalk an enemy over distance unseen or cause sudden disorder in enemy ranks, blushing targets to be picked off by other Kit forces. When attacking, Wraiths leap and strike with impressive jaw strength that can puncture ceramic armor. Wraiths present an interesting study to Nexus scientists, initially believed to originate from the same home world as the Kit, since they have similar physical characteristics. Wraiths show clear genetic similarity with other feral creatures sighted across the Helios cluster. So they could have just, like, the Krogan have taken one of their ferocious beasts on their planet and kind of tamed it for them to use in battle, right? Flora and fauna. So we have an Andromeda wildlife overview. So pretty. The nature of life in the Andromeda Galaxy was debated at length by Milky Way scholars. Many Milky Way spacers show convergent evolution, upright bipeds of a certain height and atmospheric tolerance, leading some to theorize this pattern might give some evolutionary advantage, despite counter-arguments by Hanar scientists. Interestingly, the Ket and Angara continue to fit this pattern. The wildlife and flora encountered in the Helios cluster have adapted to the presence of the scourge, evolving epidermal layers or caprices that can cope with ambient radiation, or in the case of some plants, successfully feeding off of it. Many use bioluminescence to attract prey or use a threat or mating display. Concerns were raised around the ability of Milky Way species to consume proteins from Andromeda, so seed banks formed a significant part of the Ark's cargo. We now know it is safe to consume food grown or hunted here, though enzyme supplements are recommended and have become a social norm at mealtimes. So we can eat stuff here. Okay, Andromeda wildlife mantra. Oh, these are the things that fly, like dragons. Nicknaming mantra. I think I already read this one. Yes, I did. Okay. The remnant. Interfacing. Remnant technology requires careful reactivation dubbed interfacing, a process Alec Ryder and I first developed on Habitat 7 using glyphs, dense data pockets of remnant code, a working understanding of their language, and the interface capabilities of a Pathfinder implant. I can help you trigger or control remnant technology from appropriate locations. Interfacing is the only way to activate certain remnant technology, such as monoliths. Scans and surface damage suggest that the kit have repeatedly attempted to activate these sites by other increasingly desperate methods without success. It is not clear whether remnant technology is designed to be activated by an AI. There is no evidence of artificial intelligence in the remnant structure investigated thus far, and remnant bots have only rudimentary programming. However, the glyphs contain recognition keys analogous to an electoral encephalogram, an EEG, implying that the system is designed to handle a form of neural input. So that's why it's accepting our neural input, but not the kit's? Remnant creators. An artificial creation must have a creator, but there is scant evidence of whomever created the remnant. I have consulted the Nexus scientists, scans obtained by PB, on the condition that I not rearrange her data and records of your own investigation, but my conclusions remain speculation. We can be certain that the remnant builders are several orders of sophistication above the initiative's technology. Interlinked cluster-wide planetary engineering is beyond the logistics or budget of any known species. The energy requirements alone suggest a Type 1 civilization on the Kardashev scale. On a cultural level, the builders must have been intelligent and capable of large-scale cooperation. The proportions of the vaults and devices found suggest a species with similar physical traits to humans, but with no genetic evidence left behind. Their appearance, along with their motivations, remain a mystery. I am very curious about the remnants, yes. Remnant breeder. Oh, breacher. They look like crabs, don't they? Created by assemblers, these breachers are levitating drones that move in rapid aggressive bursts using a powerful micro-thruster. PB claims to have named them breachers after mistaking one for an observer and quickly realizing this new example broke the rules. Analysis of breacher debris shows that their systems are fundamentally unstable, their power cores are improperly shielded, and many of their inner workings are exposed. This suggests that they are created for short-term deployment to handle intruders who stray into remnant territory, and in turn offers some insight into the remnant builders' military doctrine. Combined with single-minded programming that focuses on hostiles, the volatile construction of breachers makes them extremely dangerous if provoked. If provoked, the breachers will launch itself at an opponent and attempt to latch onto it, using exposed gears to grind through hard suits and cause severe damage. Oh, okay. When damaged beyond repair, a breacher may trigger its power core to overload and self-destruct. Remnant decryption. Most remnant technology is inert or in a standby mode, but some is secured with a decryption grid. Unlocking it requires scanning the correct remnant glyphs and arranging them in a specific order. Yeah, I know. The glyphs cannot repeat on any straight line or within a square block of 4. PB speculates this could be a safety measure, even if a method was devised to brute force hack at interface. It would not work with the decryption grid. Given the devastating consequences when remnant technology is improperly activated, her analysis seems sound. The arrangement of the glyphs appears to complete either a password or a cube phrase within the grid as a whole. From the little I understand of the remnant language, they appear to form an almost palindromic Sator square sentence, but the finer meaning would require detailed explanation from the grid's designer. Remnant assembler. So these assemble the Remnant assemblers were nicknamed for their ability to create smaller units known as breachers. Each assembler contains a reservoir of unknown ferroload, similar to Omnigel, which can be used to 3D print breachers on the spot with alarming speed. That is amazing. Tactically, assemblers focus on manufacturing reinforcements, moving to safe distances during combat. If approached while in the hostile mode, the assembler can jettison the partially completed power core of a breacher, which acts like an explosive grenade, causing massive damage to enemies and allowing the assembler to withdraw. So you need to get rid of the assembler so they don't keep making breachers, right? Upon creating a breacher, the assembler transfers a full copy of its stored recent memory and battlefield disposition to the new remnant, ensuring it is combat ready almost immediately. This capability means the assembler is constantly branching and partitioning its memory in preparation without loss of data, an interesting characteristic that may be useful in future artificial intelligence designs. The remnant. Oh, okay. Remnant is the umbrella term coined for technology, structures, and autonomous bots that have been sighted across the Helios cluster, seemingly abandoned by whomever created it. This remnant technology is extremely advanced, but most of it is in a standby state. On Habitat 7, Alec Ryder discovered that reactivating this technology requires scanning glyphs, data packets written in remnant coding language, and my assistance with interfacing at particular consoles. This is complicated by remnant bots that still guard and maintain many of these installations. Remnant bots do not appear to be sentient, but they are programmed to consider any interference with their technology as a hostile act and attack single-mindedly. The kit have an interest in remnant technology and have been sighted across the cluster attempting to study or control sites where it is still active. Evidence suggests that kit have not yet developed a reliable method of interfacing. Which I don't understand why, unless they don't have any AI. The Remnant Observer. Observers mid to long range remnant drones can be seen at most remnant sites. They are equipped with Element 0 cores that allow them to levitate and can normally be seen scanning or conducting maintenance at these sites. While they are the least robust of the remnant bots, observers are still a threat to unprepared explorers if provoked. Examination of destroyed remnant observers shows they have multiple sensors vectors: visual, aerial, electromagnetic, aerial, not aerial, but like your aura, aerial, electromagnetic, and others as yet undefined, and a comprehensive toolkit of equipment for observation and maintenance, including an ultraviolet beam laser. Serving partially as its primary weapon, the frequencies of an observer's laser appear to react with remnant structures to induce a repair cycle. Observers are also capable of bringing other remnant online, likely as part of their maintenance duties. When asked, PB explains the name observers with "everywhere you go, they seem to be looking at you." Okay. How did we miss the Andromeda Initiative? Unknown associates. Okay, so we got. Oh, this is a breakout of these guys. Which do we really need them? Kilo was born on Shirshish and coding directly into a life so boring even you couldn't calculate it. Pushed towards a lucrative but dull bureaucratic career with powers and aerospace, Kalo became more interested in flying the starships he was meant to be cataloging. He eventually left the planet for formal pilot training and joined Parohi's competitor as a test pilot. Internal emails show that when the Andromeda Initiative was building teams to develop their survey vessels, Parahi Aerospace warned against recruiting Kilo so fervently that Gene Garrison's interest was piqued. Kalo claims that the prospect of the initiative was intriguing enough to make him join the Tempest design team, test flying her early prototypes, running stress tests in regions like the Neiman Abyss, and rumor has it helping to acquire advanced technology. Kilo has an acute photographic memory, even by Solarian standards. This may be linked to his unusual motor responses, though he discourages my speculation. This is Betra Nix. The Andromeda Initiative's records on Betra Nix are sparse. She states that she is from Palaban, but is also disclosed that she is not recognized as a former citizen of Turian society, never having entered boot camp. It appears she left Palaban at an early age and spent most of her life in the outer reaches of council space, never settling down in one place. Betra was recruited into the initiative by Nakmor Kish, who lists her as a business associate and recommended her on the basis of her street smarts, adaptability, and familiarity with most weapons. Betra's only other recorded family is her sister, Sidera Nix, who accompanied Betra on the journey to Andromeda on board the Nexus. A footnote in Betra's life file indicates that she may have been part of an unnamed mercenary band that was hired to steal sensitive military secrets from a base on Mini. The culprits were never caught. Yeah, she seems like she could have been probably doing that. Gil. Technical Officer Gills is chief engineer aboard the Tempest. After traveling to Andromeda aboard the Nexus, records show that Gil was woken from stasis roughly a year ago to assist with construction efforts before preparing the Tempest itself. Before prepping. There are no records of Gil's early life. He explains he was an undocumented street kid from one of Earth's megapolis cities. Though unschooled, Gil likely showed a remarkable aptitude for mathematics and spatial reasoning, since at 10 he often broke into a local scrapyard to dismantle and repair destroyed shuttle engines. In time, he was caught and sentenced to a steady job. Gil's mechanical expertise eventually drew him off-world to numerous colonies across the Milky Way. His unconventional work drew the attention of Betra Nix, who agrees she was always on the lookout for new contacts. Betra claims she persuaded Gil to join the initiative. Gil claims he won Betra's initiative clearance in a poker game and exchanged it for a guaranteed seat along with his friend Jill. He remains an invaluable member of the Tempest crew. Yeah, he alluded to a friend of his, but he never gave us the name that we would get to know when we got to know him better. Lexi. Although young by Asari standards, Lexi is regarded as one of the most skilled doctors in the Andromeda Initiative. Born on the crime-ridden space station Omega, Lexi began her medical career by stitching up her father, a Turian bouncer at the Afterlife nightclub, where her mother was also employed as a dancer. In her screening interviews, Lexi states her parents' dream was for her to get off the rock and live a life worth talking about. Following her parents' wishes, Lexi left Omega to continue studying medicine as well as psychology on the Citadel, where she eventually met Harry Carlyle. Carlyle convinced her to join the initiative as the Hyperion's physician, although there was some confusion around Assigning an Asari to the human ark, Lexi's credentials and expertise in alien anatomy quickly silenced any concerns. By her own admission, Lexi is a workaholic. On or off the table, I have a hard time not just dissecting people, figuratively, of course. One of her many goals in Helios is to improve her bedside manner and learn to appreciate the moment. Okay, we know about Scott. Cora, we got all these. Suvi. Suvi is a member of the Nexus's scientific team and holds advanced degrees in astrophysics and molecular biology. In a screening interview, she stated that she was from a large, rather boisterous family of 5 children. Her neuroscientist mother and mathematician father exposed her and her siblings to science from a young age, which sparked a lifelong love of the subject. When pursuing her PhD in molecular biology, Suvi was handpicked for a team doing cutting-edge biophysical and cybernetics research. After a year, the team was headhunted by a black ops organization for a classified biomedical project. Sylvie was extended an invitation but declined, opting to refocus her attention on her own projects. She declares that there was no hesitation on her part in signing up for the Andromeda Initiative once she learned of its existence, owing to a desire to see and experience more than one small corner of this vast universe. Okay. We should be pretty much done here, right? How come this is still showing initiative? What? Oh, Pathfinders. Okay, so Pathfinder... AI parameters. Pathfinders are highly skilled explorers, scientists, and soldiers, but when partnered with the quantum computing power of an artificial intelligence, they become indispensable. Developed by Alec Ryder, my matrix was the pattern for multiple SAM iterations intended to partner with a Pathfinder, each traveling on their respective arcs. The nature of artificial intelligence means that hosting each SAM iteration on different hardware causes multiple tiny variations. This results in unique individuals who are similar but fundamentally different to myself. Partnership with a Pathfinder allows continued development and increased empathy with organic individuals. Pathfinders go through extensive psychological training before being linked with an AI partner. Allowing full root access to an AI without sufficient preparation can result in unexpected and unwelcome side effects. However, those who are prepared and sync fully with their SAM are capable of extraordinary feats. Were we properly prepared for our, interface with SAM, the one that Alec gave us, our father? Pathfinder implants. The first Pathfinder neural implants were created by Dr. Ellen Ryder, a pioneer in human bionic implant design. While bionic implants bolster and focus electrical signals along the nervous system, Pathfinder implants go a step further by connecting to not only the nervous system, but circulation, adrenal function, and exteroceptive senses. Synced with an artificial intelligence, the implants reveal their full potential. The implant is a two-way connection, giving me full insight into my host's physical and mental state while allowing me to generate and alter electrical signals along my host's neural pathways that the body processes as its own. Any crisis process as its own. Any crisis, I can adjust the Pathfinder's balance, improve reaction time or muscle memory, or bolster bionic abilities. Quantum computing allows me to implement changes faster than synapses can fire. The main challenge for the Pathfinder implants was miniaturizing a QEC device enough to fit a neural implant. This connection keeps me in constant sync with my host. Okay. I wanted to get these all done, but there's just so much here. Okay, what? And there's still one here. The Nexus. How come they keep popping up more? Oh, I'm not, no. The more I get into them, the more pops up. Okay, so my journal. And better lighting. So establish an outpost. So I still need to do that. Allies and relationships. Family secrets. Search for memory triggers. Missing arcs. Find leads. Okay, so we need to do those still. Helios assignments. Mini groups. Do I have Nexus? Oh, the first murderer. Yep, we've got that we have to do. Additional tasks. The model of the spheres. Scan planets across. Okay. Scan Andromeda wildlife. 2 of 10. Oh, these are all little stuff. Okay. So I need to establish an area here, right? And that should be marked. Right here. So we're here and we can get back. We do have one. Ooh, there's some more stuff here. What are these? What are these? Memory triggers. Oh, I have to do my memory triggers. Hitting rocks. Okay, I couldn't do this hitting rocks over here before because the radiation level was way too high. But now that I've gotten rid of the pylon, I might be able to. A better beginning. Establish an outpost at an appropriate site. So I need to go here. Okay. Is there anything I can get here, or are we done? What is that? What? What? Why is that all going? That doesn't make any sense, what that was going on there. Okay, so we need to go here. Fast travel. There we go. So we can establish a new site. Bring some colonists down, right?
Krogan.
Is that Drack?
Where? That is not what I meant to do. Come on, down here, guys. I meant to go backwards. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Come on, just turn. Turn. Alright, so I need to be, so they were saying Drack, where was, so I should be right there. Okay, I need to come over here. Outpost. This is where I need to go. Alright. It's down here somewhere. Do I want to go all the way across, or do I want to do the... Is this saying it's right there? It is right down here. I thought it was. Here we go. Well, that is Are you guys fighting?
Enemies!
Oh, you're firing through the damn thing.
Ryder, about time you joined the party.
Oh, quit hopping around.
That's it, kid. Keep it up.
Oh, you're in my way. Gosh, come on. Oh, that's one of mine.
Good one. Color me impressed. Nice.
Only one more left in there, right? There you go. Now you're dead.
That fight was fun.
You're getting old, Drake.
You're telling me.
You can really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky.
How'd you hear that already?
Had your number all wrong.
Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm.
So, the clouds parted. These Ket look pretty keeled over. Maybe us humans can pull our weight after all.
Well, you can, clearly. But there's a lot to do before I'd be that smug about it.
That almost sounds like a compliment. What do you say? Want to help us do some good?
You know what? I'm gonna ignore my gut and join up. This fight was good, and we can do it again. And before you go saying you don't need a Krogan, believe me, you do.
Yes, we do. I like a Krogan. They are tough. Tough. Okay, so this is where I need to... So we're gonna put an outpost down here, huh?
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
Oh.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
Wow. Yeah, people's opinions, please. This is a big decision.
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
I say scientific. Aren't we here to explore?
That's what I'm thinking,
I say
too.
military. There's too many threats out here.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Well, since we're here as explorers, right, we're not here as a military force, and that's the whole thing. We're not here as military. We're here to establish a new home, which means we need scientists. So yes, a scientific outpost. And they can have some military assigned with them, but a scientific outpost.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation and our future.
It is.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
It is. Cool. Our first outpost.
Andromeda Initiative. This is Ryder. Pathfinder.
Yep,
Eos
I'm a
is
Pathfinder
ready for
now.
deployment.
Copy that. Outpost blocked inbound. And ready as hell.
Yay. Look at the blue sky.
August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
So they already had everybody ready? Take good care of it, yep.
I feel like I should toss you the keys. Be nice. It's been through a lot.
Understood. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. Eos is far from golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
What's your game, Addison? I understand what she's doing. So she had every right to be cautious. I mean, I was untested, right? She had everyone because she's not the leader. Kesh is the leader, supposedly. There's too many cooks or too many chiefs, whatever you want to call it. Chefs. Not enough cooks, but too many chefs. Yeah, you had every right to be cautious.
I appreciate your candor. We're all on the same side.
I wouldn't go that far.
What? What? I gave you an olive branch and you just slapped it.
The Reality Rider? You brought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving.
Wow.
You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point. From the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
Well, arguing is pointless. If you're just as manipulative. Yeah, you are. That arguing is pointless.
We didn't come to a new galaxy to argue about who's right.
It got us this far. Talk to Bradley. Later, we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Okay, so I think there was stuff here. How did I end up clear up here? We were walking and talking. So now we got a new name on this, right?
Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
I think there was some stuff.
Life
Oh,
support at 100%.
there was some bodies here I was supposed to get into. I got stuff to sell. I suppose those are all gone now. The bodies, things that I killed, right? So was this here before, or no? It wasn't. They set this up really fast. Well, let's take a look inside everything here then. I need to. Brand new. More or less. Okay, there's actually people here now. Well, you guys set this up fast. Blink your, just like wiggle your nose, and there it is. Mattresses on the floor that you sleep on, I assume? Oh, I can talk to you. Yell.
Sorry it came to this, Pathfinder.
Sorry, it came to what? Came to what? Okay, you're sitting in the chair.
Pathfinder?
So it came to what? I don't understand. Is that my Tempest? Sure looks like it. So, forward station protocol initiated. Contact preset viability metrics mismatch unknown. I don't know what all this means. Ongoing multiple deployment coordination unknown. Ongoing triangulation achieved. Okay. Live records coordination and Magres geo sounding report. Oh, that's right. This gets you health and everything right there. Okay, so this is research. Oh, that's right. Oh, I have 600 now. See, I still don't understand it because I did augments and nothing showed up. Electrical conduits. A beam of electricity. I would like that. Automatic weapons. See, I did an aerial stabilizer. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's do electrical conduits. And then armor. We want chest. You have to do one first. Similar damage, max shields, max health. Yeah, let's do the research on that. And then we can do this one. Anything for health, right? Okay. And then the development. So this should be all here then, right? I did armor. Chest. Pathfinder chest 2. Materials required. Oh, I need all this stuff yet. Okay. But my sorry, weapons. What's the new one? Pathfinder, Pioneer. $74 compared to. Okay, does less damage than what I currently have. But it has, this is better. What one do I have? The weight is a lot less. Or is it more? It's more. Isn't it? Is that what that means? Oops, that's not what I wanted. But I don't understand where those other ones go to. There's no way to do them. Omni blade. See, I need all this stuff to do these. Bionic amplifier. I just don't quite get it. So how do I change my crew members? Okay, so got... It's always showing me something, but... How do I load out my crew members? I don't see anything here to, like, change. I'm getting pretty... Okay. Oh yes, right, I was going through stuff here. You want to talk to? So we went in this one, right? No, we went in that other one. Can we talk to you? Nope, but there's something here.
Everyone thinks that at first. The doctors have a name for it by now.
Congrats! Hey Connor, heard about the new position. Promotions just gained one... Oh, I'm sorry. Prodromus just gained one hell of a businesswoman. They're lucky to have you. If we ever find ourselves on the Nexus at the same time, I'm buying you a drink to celebrate. Petra. And Ryder, I know you're going to get nosy and read this. Hi. Yes, I did. I got nosy and read it. So this is their new outpost. I think I leveled up too. Pretty sure that I did. Anyone here we can talk to? So if there's any bodies here, they're missing now.
Already getting requests from the Prodromos labs.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Really hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
Well, they should have some people with them that know how to fight, right? Oh, they even got a big old satellite up there already. No one I can talk to. There's a lot of people. Where are you guys all living at?
Hi. You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
I'm just Ryder. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, too. I'm Fox, chief engineer at your service.
So,
What are the other outpost staff like?
Like Connor, you mean? She's pretty fun when you get to know her. Just don't get to know her over a poker game. Trust me.
okay. About Eos.
What do you think about your new home?
First impressions? We've got water, clear skies for solar power, plants to farm. The Remnant are a wild card, but I hear you almost have that solved, which is amazing. And you found us a good site here. I think EOS is really going to be special.
I think so, do you?
What do you do here?
My team gets things going. Water, power, communications, everything a civilization needs. Well, not laws or a constitution, but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
That's true.
What brought you all the way to Andromeda?
There's a colony back home you've never heard of. Viridis. It failed. Hard. I grew up there watching things fall apart. When I left, I got into infrastructure, civil engineering. Boring stuff unless you've ever lived without it. I wanted to do Viridis right, I guess. And the initiative was my best chance. Thanks for asking.
All right.
Bye, Fox.
Bye. Stay safe out there.
So everyone keeps telling us, stay safe. Like they don't trust me. I've only died a couple times, so that's not too bad. Scratchpad. Login. Chief Engineer Kane Fox. This file is filled with sketches, annotations, and exploded schematic views. Many are focused on a combined road monorail network for EOS, showing several different but brilliant designs. Oh, cool. That would be amazing. Always good to go back to the old standby when I need to think. Underneath one are several doodles showing elegant redesigns of the Nexus from Tran system map. Posted to one side are a number of downloaded statistics on predicted population growth over the next century. Got a baseline. Bradley's always good for the numbers. Adjoining the statistics is a blocked out, simplistic drawing of the planet, dotted lines showing expansion with detailed sketches of water and sewage lines underground, wireless power routers, and the flow of foot traffic. Sloppy, but it's a start. On the other side is a sketch of a Pathfinder helmet with downloaded notes on material testing and safety regulations. Design fundamentals look sound and no need to worry, whatever that means. Hey, from the Nexus. Fox, how is it there? I heard Bradley has things up and running smoothly. I knew you guys could do it. Tell me all about EOS. It's boring here, so I have to live vicariously through you. As for the advice you asked for, just be yourself. I know how you get when you're nervous. The special lady will like you a lot more if you just relax. You got this, buddy. Good luck. Ellis. Okay, so he's got someone he likes. And I'm reading your email because I'm nosy. Betra knows I'm nosy. Okay, so that was that one. I haven't found anything that could actually get into. Oops, sorry, almost jumped on your head. Almost jumped on your head, didn't I? Oops. This is a pretty one. I like this one. This is probably where the mayor is at, right?
Hello there.
That is...
Ah, Pathfinder. I hear you're to thank for a physics-defying atmosphere processor.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Haley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. But, new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
Well, so research.
What kind of research are you working on?
Your basic first in scientific work, soil, water, atmospherics, Plus studying remnant tech, because now I need to understand that to survive here.
Activating that vault changed the planet. Anything to worry about?
Considering it's world-altering technology we've never encountered before, I hope not. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for remnant tech support. I'll take it.
Me, right?
What do you make of Lieutenant Bradley?
Determined as hell. And he has incredible faith in us to get this done. Bradley would carry this outpost on his back if he had to, and we'll make sure he never has to.
Okay.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
So you guys, none of you have your, have masks or your helm on, but I do.
Pathfinder, mind giving me your opinion on this? I'm planning classes for our first school, when we have one. Some say we shouldn't teach Milky Way history. All irrelevant now, apparently.
Well, no, it still matters because that's where we're from. We still need to know where we're from, right? Yeah.
We were all shaped by that history. Our children deserve to know how and why.
Agreed. Maybe you'll change a few minds. Thanks for stopping.
Okay. So, dictation log. Scientific Director Hanley Abrams. How? What technology can do this so quickly? Neutralizing the radiation in the atmosphere without dramatic storm effects? Shit. The opposite. The weather's gone calm as a summer's day. That's unprecedented. Control over atmospheric pressure, gas mixture, temperature, what else? And where's the interaction? Pause break. Miss the dogs. Walking them in the shuttleport park always helped me think through these problems. Forget side effects. Trick 2. I should get a dog. Are there dogs? Pause break. We got damn lucky with the conditions here. This is comparable to sea level Earth. Eos is drier, but within limits. Moisture is binding into the desert plants and soil. More now since the vault points to a species with the same air mix, temperature, gravitational comfort levels as us. Or is there another reason? Can't predict intent from result. Pause break. Maybe Ryder's the one to figure out why. The how? That's my department now. Lucky old Hanley. You wanted bigger things? You've sure got them now. Research. Proposed submissions review. Materials analysis of recovered kit firearms. Approved. Important. Waterborne bacteria study. Approved. If you don't flush your work away. Color reactions and acuity in insectoid wildlife. What? No, not approved unless you're going to make them stop at a red light. Comparison of quantum initialized string efforts to relativistic wavelengths. This is gibberish. I'm not giving grants for the best word salad. Okay. Element zero voltage resistance testing. Finally, some real science. Approved. Yeah, people always want to do weird shit, don't they? Stuff that isn't, you know.
Hello there.
Okay. Then we have this door over here. Anybody want to talk? I still want to know where you guys all live at.
Pathfinder, over here.
Yeah, I hear you. I see you.
Pathfinder, Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches, so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. I've also coordinated with your Ket expert. He wanted me to remind you to find him.
I didn't assign a Ket expert to Padromos.
Then he's a hell of a self-motivator. Here's the nav, anyway. Precision is important.
So, someone wants to talk to me, huh?
Any trouble with the Ket?
Clearing the sky cleared it for the bad guys as well as us. So, some uptick in hostility was to be expected. We've some tricks up our sleeves, thanks to the research teams. That only goes so far. Your expert is still out there. He'd have more current information than I.
Okay, personal background.
How did you come to the initiative?
Like many, I was lost and looking for a purpose. That sounds loftier than it felt at the time. I was an insufferable ass. The training for the trip was probably enough to cure me of it. But I always took things too far. Didn't know how to stop alienating people until I was the alien. See? Still insufferable.
Your home planet. Oh, family trouble?
Sounds like you left some interesting circumstances.
I miss the family, and maybe they miss me. But that doesn't mean I'd go back. I mean, we can't, but still. I like where I came from. It's a great place to be from. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I know exactly how you feel. Couldn't wait to be from somewhere.
Like a bullet leaves a gun. Sometimes you just gotta go.
That's a way to put it. A bullet leaves a gun.
Where do you launch out of?
The pale blue dot, Terra Prime. Big old boring Earth. I miss that wet dog smell after the first snow melts. I don't know why. What about you? Miss anything?
I miss not being a hero. I miss conveniences. Yeah, there's always that.
Things were easier. So much already built. We get to do it all again. For good or bad, I guess.
Better get it right.
Yep.
Another time.
Of course.
So this sets up my my personality, I know. So, secure comm Nexus regarding messages to Dr. Tan from A. Bradley. Tan, appreciate the personal interest, but my people are getting twitchy with all the messages you're sending them. I'd like their minds on the job, not being under a microscope. Addison's the one I call. I get it. Site 1 and 2 are still raw for us too, but Proton Rust isn't the same. No better way to prove that than to let us do our jobs. Give them space, and I'll give you all the footage you need to make it play well back on the Nexus. Agreed? Bradley. Post-deployment block party. To all personnel. Everyone, initial setup went by the books and were operational in record time. Be proud. I am. Now that the first deployment wave is in, I'm given the all clear to break into the good stuff. We've got a new colony to toast and some lost friends to say goodbye to. Lights go down and drinks rise up at 2,000, at 2000. Yeah, Bradley. At 20,100, whatever, how they say that. It's military jargon talk. Okay. So I need to go talk to somebody. How did I get out? How do I get out of here? Okay, so I need to talk to somebody, huh? Is that you? Yeah, looks like it probably is you. Memory. Oh, I have a memory trigger here.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Okay.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
I want constant updates. Yeah, I will. Well, don't overwork yourselves.
Let's not drive people too hard. Rough enough getting this far.
Nothing you see here came from cracking a whip. Everyone is just ready. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Falks Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
They never knew what hit them? Yeah, don't dismiss their efforts, yeah.
I combed the first 2 outpost attempts. Those people died trying.
And they deserved better from the Nexus. That's where I point the finger. We'll remember. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
Maybe there's hope for that? Okay, I'd have been honored to fail with any of them. Maybe there's hope for that? Sorry, are you saying there's hope for him to fail? Is that what it's saying? Good people, every last one, I'd have been honored to fail with any of them. Maybe there's hope for that. Oh my god, that just doesn't make any sense. Does it? Oh.
Looking back isn't a good use of time. We have to keep building.
Keep is generous. We have to start. Real building, not just survival. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
So you want me to put a
Head
flag?
for the Nexus, Pathfinder. Prodromos will have more going on when you come back later.
Okay, so I have a question mark. I'm getting all these stupid little tasks now, right? How come that door is blocked off? I can't get in this. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just checking shit out here as we're supposed to. Okay, I think that's the water system. There was someone down here I was supposed to talk to, I think. Okay, you're here. That's Bradley. You ever gonna move? Okay, I can't get that way. Just like a landing? None.
Yamina and I talk about it. She wants to wait for the right time and...
Trust me, there's no right time to have kids. You both want to, right?
Sure. But Yami's got her militia work now, and it's still scary out there.
Have babies! So, quarantine, best practices. Please remember that everything shipped to the landing pad, especially from off-world rather than sealed Nexus supplies, must go through quarantine procedure via confined observation, spot testing, bacteriological scans, or radioactive sterilization. We are a new presence on Eos, and everything added to the ecosystem will have an effect down the line. Our job is to make sure it's a beneficial one, and strong quarantine practices will really help us out. Hanley Abrams, Amendum. If anyone tries to tell me or Hanley that your shipment's a special case and you don't need to bother, you'll be running quarantine twice. Bradley. Radiation alerts for shuttle pilots. That vault doohickey might be clearing the atmosphere, but we're still got pockets of high radiation and bad weather across the continent. Temperature update. Zones 10 through 12 are still smoking hot. The zone 8 is showing a drop. Watch your shuttle's radiation shield absorption. They can take up to 109 AM as they return safely. Anything more and you need to head back for a refit. And remember that if you're carrying power cells or radiological equipment, those can throw your readings off. Make sure you're as safe as you think. Pilot McReady. Today's flight schedule. Okay. So who am I supposed to speak to? I think they're in here. But I'm going to have to save that for a different episode. This is really amazing. This is really, really amazing. This looks so cool. And there's more stuff back here even. Wow, this is a big ass area. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to be, is over there. Yeah, I got more stuff to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode. If you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.